Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday evening? How's everybody's day going? Hopefully, you all are enjoying yourselves. Hopefully, you all had a good day. What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. So, we have game 2 today between the San Diego Padres versus the New York Yankees, in a game that the Yankees must win to avoid losing another series. We don't want, hopefully they have a better game tonight. Last night's game was an absolute disappointment, to say the least. When they were leading most of the game, till it all exploded in front of their face in the 8th inning. There's so much to be said about last night's game, but last night's game is last night's game. They got to go out and win today's game. So let's see how they do today. Let's see how they do tonight. It's going to be Clark Schmidt versus former New York Yankee pitcher Michael King. So it should be a good matchup between the two pitchers, starting pitchers. So let's see what they do. Yankees just got to hold on to the lead. They have to hold on to their lead. Too many times they lose the lead. After the eighth inning or after, they've blown the lead. And they lead the league in blowing the leads after the 8th inning, and they've blown it 5 times already, which is not great. That's unacceptable. But they need to win tonight's game to avoid losing the series against the San Diego Padres. And the Padres are a team to not be taken lightly, as they have shown that yesterday. That is a team to not sleep on. But let's say what's up to the chat real quick. Game will start here in a couple of minutes. We got Desiree, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? We got Infernus. What up, man? Brooklyn's in the house. Susan's in the building. What's up? We got Brooklyn in the house. Who else we got there? Cold Italian said rough late afternoon in Northeast PA. All right, cool. I was going to say, if there's still a tornado warning, stay safe, man. Stay safe. We got William in the building. What is up? How's it going? We got Stephen B. We got DM. We got Lou. What is going on, guys and gals? What is up? How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up? So I skipped over Beagle and Daniel Berry. What's up there, boys? How's it going? But the game will start here in about a minute. And, there's been some Yankee news around, right? So Carlos Carrasco got DFA'd. They recalled Yariel Dos Santos. DJ LeMahieu's rehab assignment has been transferred to AAA. So, he's still playing in his rehab games. So he's slowly but surely coming back. Apparently, Giancarlo Stanton, he's making his rounds. Again, he's slowly but surely coming back at some point. Yankees are about to get some reinforcements coming back here. And these are reinforcements that are absolutely needed. They are in need of these reinforcements because, right now the team is they're a little shaky at the moment. Granted, it's still early in the season. I'm not in like a complete panic mode, but they do need to turn things around and they need to do a better job of leading these games. There does need to be a little bit of a better decision-making when it comes to the Yankees, right? I'm not one to ever bash Aaron Boone, right? I don't go out and bash Aaron Boone, but I'll say this out loud. I don't always agree with his decisions. Some of his decisions, it is a little, I do question it, and it is a little frustrating at times. But those are some of my criticisms as far as when it comes to Aaron Boone. But hey, what manager is perfect? Again, every manager is going to have their flaws. Once again, no manager is perfect. They're all going to make mistakes. But all we could do as fans, as content creators, is root for this team. And let's just hope they win tonight's game to avoid losing the series. You don't want them to lose another series right before they travel west. Because after the series, they're going to travel west. They're going to go play against the Athletics. Right after that, they're going to play against the Mariners. Come back to the stadium. They're going to play against the Mets in that Subway Series. So their hands are full there, folks. We got Ray Klickner in the building. What up? We got Frederick in the building. Jacob Frederick in the building. He says, good luck, your Yankees tonight. Cavs Yeah. So you gotta watch your teams there, buddy. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. Sunil's in the building. What's up? But what is going on, everybody? I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out tonight with me as I do the play-by-play between the New York Yankees and San Diego Padres. So once again, it's a must-win. Let's just hope that the Yankees get this win tonight. It is a must-win. It's definitely a must-win. Luckily, the Yankees are still in first place. I mean, the Red Sox are not too far behind. Also, luckily, the AL East is not great right now. None of the AL East teams are blowing it away. And luckily, the Yankees are still in first place, so that's a good thing. It's not just the Yankees. I mean, the Orioles are definitely dealing with their injuries, but there are, as far as the Yankees go, though, I mean, I can't totally rely on, all the other AL East teams are playing bad too. They got to start winning some games and start creating a lead in the division. Once again, I know we're in the month of May. The season's still young, right? This May schedule is not going to be easy, though. You look at the schedule, it's certainly not going to be easy for the Yankees, but you hope that they do have a good month. Hopefully they do have a good month. There's games that they should have won, but again, we could dwell on this all day, but it's not going to change the result. But the game should be starting here shortly. They got the guys and the Yankees players in the dugout. They're showing them in the dugout. They're about to take the field. What's up there, Ronald? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Jackson Merrill, he's back in the lineup. Yes, I did see that there, Stephen B. So, that lineup is looking a little bit better now with Jackson Merrill. So, we'll see what this lineup, we'll see what this team does today with the Padres, man. I mean, they were losing all game yesterday, and then to only come back and win it. They scored all 4 of their runs in the 8th inning, and then that's all she wrote. So looks like there's – hold on. I need to exit out of MLB TV. It's kind of bugging out on me right now. I don't know why it's lagging on me, but let me get out and try this again. Yeah, I didn't expect Carrasco to get DFA'd. I knew he was going to get DFA'd at some point, right? I was thinking maybe when Luis Hill got back, but no, Yankees didn't waste any time. They gotta get those games, gotta win those games. So I understand from where the Yankees are coming from. And Clark Schmidt's on the mound here. He's taking his warm-up pitches right now. So we'll see how Clark Schmidt does today. They definitely need him to try and go longer innings. I know he's not really known as a guy that could pitch for long innings. He's like a 4 or 5 inning guy, honestly, at 5 innings at the most. If he could go longer, that would be fantastic. But we'll see what Clark Schmidt does. We got Andrew Dang in the building. What's up, man? How's it going? So what is going on, Andrew? So Yankees defense, folks, we got Cody, Bellinger, Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge in the outfield. In the infield, you got Oswaldo Cabrera, Anthony Volpe, Yorbit Vivas, Ben Rice. Jason Dominguez is DHing. Austin Wells is at the dish. Clark Schmidt's on the mound. So no Paul Goldschmidt today, folks. Paul Goldschmidt's not playing. So game is about to begin as Clark Schmidt is getting ready here to face Fernando Tatis Jr. What's up, Brad? And the game is beginning here as Clark Schmidt throws strike 1 here to Fernando Tatis Jr. Let me get it back to MLB TV here. The MLB TV is lagging on my end. I'm not sure why, so I do apologize, folks. Normally, it's not like this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hopefully everything is better now. It looks fine to me now, but it is 0-2. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Fernando Tatis Jr. What's up there, Petruzzi? All right, hold on. So yeah, I had to get out. I had to get out of MLB TV because for some reason the game was just lagging on my end, and I'm not sure why. So I don't know if it's MLB. I think it's on MLB TV's end. What's up there, Sean Browning? What's going on? Jacob, I didn't do a pregame. So let me try to figure this out here, folks. I do apologize. All right, let's see. Hopefully there's no hiccups now. Let's hope, but looks like we have 1 out here in the top of the first. Looks like Fernando Tatis struck out. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Luis Arraez. So 2 balls, 1 strikes here to Luis Arraez. As Clark Schmidt sets, here's the pitch. It is 3 balls and 1 strike now as Arraez gets out of the way there. So 3-1 count, 1 out here, top of the first to Luis Arraez. As Clark Schmidt sets. And the pitch. And that is lined to right field. And Judge makes the play for out number 2. I thought that ball was going to go over Judge's head, but no, he turned around in time to make that play. So good job to Aaron Judge for making that play. So we got 2 outs here in the top of the first, and we have Manny Machado at the plate. It is 1-0 to Manny Machado. It's 2 balls, no strikes here to Manny Machado as Clark Schmidt sets the pitch. That is in there for a strike on a 95-mile-per-hour cutter. So it's 2-1 now to Machado. In Furnace, I had pizza. I had pizza for lunch there, bud. What did you have there in Furnace? Did you go and train today? And that is in there for a strike. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 is a full count now. Jackson Merrill is waiting on deck. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Manny Machado. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Clark Schmidt trying to have a 1-2-3 inning. As Schmidt sets here, and the payoff, foul back. So Manny Machado still keeping it alive. So 60 degrees in the Bronx. Doesn't look like it's raining right now in the Bronx. I can't tell, but certainly not looking like what it did last night. So hopefully there's no delays tonight. As Schmidt sets here on the 3-2 and the pitch. And that is single to right field. So a 2-out single here for Manny Machado as he keeps the inning alive. And that'll bring up Jackson Merrill to the plate, who is back in today's lineup. What's up, Robert? Crab legs from Albertsons. Okay. Oh, you didn't train today? Okay. Just a day off for you in Furnace? What's up, Bill? How's it going? Robert Cropley's in the building. What's up? And the pitch to Jackson Merrill is ball one. It's 1-0 to Jackson Merrill. So Merrill is back from a hamstring injury. He missed the last 24 games. And the 1-0 to Merrill is 2-0 now to Jackson Merrill. So 2 balls, no strikes. Clark Schmidt having just a little bit of a problem finding the strike zone. So 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first, top of the first with 2 outs. As Clark Schmidt sets. And the pitch is 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes here to Jackson Merrill. So 3-0 count here with 2 outs, runner on first. And the pitch is foul back. It's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Jackson Merrill as Xander Bogaerts is waiting on deck. And 3-1. And that is hit to right field. That ball is fair as it goes to the corner. Judge gets the ball and looks like Machado will stop at third. And Merrill gets a double here. So it's a 2-out double. So 2 runners on now for the San Diego Padres. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. So the Yankees are in a little bit of a jam here. Clark Schmidt was able to get the first 2 batters out, and the next 2 were able to get some hits on him. Machado makes his way to third there. He was thinking about going home, but he stepped on the brakes. And that does bring up Xander Bogaerts. It looks like there's a little bit of a talk there on the mound with Clark Schmidt. So 2 outs here in the top of the first, runners on second and third. There was a little bit of a meeting there with Clark Schmidt to try and settle him down. So let's see if he could get out of this inning without giving up any runs here as runners are on second and third. And the first pitch to Xander Bogaerts is ball 1. It's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strike as Clark Schmidt sets here on the 1-0. And the pitch is a call to strike. It is 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Padres trying to make a little noise here. And the pitch. And that is a grounder hit to Volpe. He throws over to first, and he gets him out. Nice little play there by Volpe, and good glove there by Rice. And we are going to the bottom of the first, so no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We are going to a commercial break, and it's a 0-0 game. Clark Schmidt gets himself out of danger. So Good way to end that inning. That could have been scary. But 0-0 game, bottom of the first will be coming up here. Sizes of Vito Bugs in the building. What's up, man? He says, "What's up, brother? Currently on NYC bus, so you're my eyes. Thank God it is an off day. Last night was brutal." Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I'll try to keep you in the loop there, buddy. I got you there, man. Let me just put out this poll real quick. I'm just going to put out some random names, but you all tell me, you all vote. All right. I put 3 names as far as who you all think will hit the first home run, and then I put other as an option because I would love to add more, but it's not letting me. So go ahead and vote. So Susan says she can breathe again. Thank goodness. All right. Yankees batting order here. Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Oswaldo Cabrera, Yorbit Vivas. That is your lineup there. And they're going up against their former teammate, Michael King. And Trent Grisham will lead things off here for the New York Yankees. He was part of that trade in the offseason in 2023 when Grisham and Soto came over to the Padres. Michael King was part of that package that went back to the San Diego Padres. So Michael King is a free agent after the season. Do the Yankees go after him in the offseason? So who knows? All right. So Michael King looks like he is ready to go after he has warmed up. And Grisham is ready to go. And the first pitch to Grisham is swing and a miss for strike 1. So 0-1 count here to Trent Grisham. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. So it is now 0-2. So quick 0-2 count here to Trent Grisham. So 0-2 count here to Trent Grisham. As King sets. That is ball 1 now. So 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. And the 1-2. That is fouled. It's still a 1-2 count. And here's the 1-2. And Grisham strikes out swinging. So first strike out of the game there from Michael King. The Padres defense, you got Jason Hayward, Jackson Merrill, Fernando Tatis Jr. in the outfield. Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, Tyler Wade, Luis Ariza in the infield. And Gavin Sheets is DHing. Elias Diaz is at the plate or at the dish. And Michael King is on the mound. And we got Ben Rice at the plate now facing Michael King. And he takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike here to Ben Rice as King sets. And here's the 1-0. And that is hit into left field. And Hayward is not going to make the play. The ball bounces off the wall. And Ben Rice with a 1-out double. And we have a runner on second with the captain coming to the plate. So nice piece of hitting there by Ben Rice. He is on at second base with a 1-out double. And that'll bring the captain to the plate. That'll bring Aaron Judge. All rise for the Judge. So let's see what Judge does here against his former teammate as Michael King sets. The pitch is ball 1 to Aaron Judge. So 1 ball, no strikes. As Michael King sets, he checks Ben Rice, and the 1-0 is 2 balls, no strikes now to Aaron Judge. So 2-0 count here to Aaron Judge as Michael King sets. And the pitch, 3-0 now to Aaron Judge. So 3 balls, no strikes to the captain. So 3-0 count here to Aaron Judge as King sets. And the 3-0. And that is popped up to center field. And play is made by Tatis Jr. at the warning track as Ben Rice tags up as he goes to third. 2 outs in the inning. So now we have a runner on third with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Aaron Judge gave that one a ride, but just wasn't far enough for a home run. Very close, though. Very close. So that does bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate with 2 outs with Ben Rice at third base now. So Yankees still have an opportunity to get on the board here. So let's see what Cody Bellinger does. And the first pitch to Cody Bellinger is ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Bellinger. As Michael King sets. And the 1-0. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Runner on third, bottom of the first as King sets. And the pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger. And the 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So count started off as 2-0. Now it's 2-2. The count is even. So 2-2 count here to Cody Bellinger. And the 2-2 full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. And Yankees have an opportunity to get on the board here. As King sets, here's the payoff. And that is hit to center field. Jackson Merrill making a run, and he makes the play for out number 3. So the Yankees do leave a runner stranded. They do get a hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Sheets, Hayward, and Diaz coming up for the San Diego Padres in the top of the second. We are still in a 0-0 game. We are in a commercial break. Do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And I do not want political talks on this channel, please. Thank you. So you all could have that conversation privately or on another platform. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. So it's a 0-0 game. And let's see what the Padres do in the top of the second. Let's see how Clark Schmidt does in the top of the second. So, I don't know. Bellinger, it does. I agree, DM. There's something a little bit off about him. He hasn't played well as of late. I mean, it looks like he's like he kind of looks like he's like turning the corner. And then things kind of start going south. So, let's just hope he could turn it around. I mean, I like Bellinger. and I've said this about him so far. Like, I know he hasn't been hitting quite well at the plate, but at least he's playing good defense in the outfield. He's made some good plays that saved the Yankees from losing or giving up any runs. I mean, I got to give it up to Bellinger on that. So, there's been a couple of guys that may not happen. They may not be making it happen at the bat. But it's just, they make it happen on the field, right? But I'll take it. I'll take good defense every day of the week. During the offseason, that was just something that the Yankees focused on was defense. That was the theme. But, CT Cards, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I hope May is the month that we see Belly turn it up. I hope that is the case, dude. I really do. So, I really do. And the pitch to Gavin Sheets is ball one. So it's 1-0 to Gavin Sheets. Nah, you're good, CT Cards. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's a 1-1 count here in the top of the second. And 1-1. That is in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Gavin Sheets. Schmidt already has 1 strikeout in this game. As Schmidt sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the count is even at 2-2. So it's a 2-2 count to Gavin Sheets. We are in the top of the second. It's a 0-0 game. Gavin Sheets leading things off here in the top of the second as Schmidt sets. And the 2-2. And shallow center. Who makes the play? Oh! And both Grisham and Volpe both ran towards the ball. Grisham stopped thinking that Volpe was going to get it. A miscommunication there. And leadoff batters on first here in the top of the second. So, as I was talking about the defense and how good it can be, miscommunication there. So, mistake there. Hopefully it doesn't bite him in this inning. But if you ask me, I think that was Volpe's play to make. But yeah, that was his play to make. So now we got Jason Hayward at the plate. He takes strike 1. So 0-1 count with a runner on first on a miscommunication by Trent Grisham and Anthony Volpe. But once again, I think that was Volpe's play to make. What's up there, Yassine? How's it going? As Schmidt sets the pitch. It is 2 balls, 1 strike here. So 2-1 count to Jason Hayward, runner on first. So they ruled that as a single for Gavin Sheets, but I don't know. I thought they would have ruled that an error as Jason Hayward rips that one, but it is foul. So the count is 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Elias Diaz is waiting on deck. The 2-2, it is fouled. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And as you all know, they're showing Carlos Carrasco on the screen here. He has been DFA'd, and the Yankees recalled Yariel de los Santos back to the team. So 2-2 count here, top of the second, runner on first as Schmidt sets. And the pitch that is popped up. Volpe says he's got it. He waves off Cabrera. He makes that play. So we have one out here in the inning. Yeah, Volpe was just like, get out of my way. It's mine. He waved off Cabrera immediately. I think he just wanted to make up for what happened, you know. Just wanted to prove that he could make catches, man. He wanted to prove I can make these plays, you know. Get out of my way, man. But we got Elias Diaz at the plate as Schmidt sets and the pitch. And it's a grounder to Cabrera. He throws to second for one out and to first. And it's an inning-ending double play. And Schmidt gets out of there very cleanly, and that brings up Dominguez, Volpe, Wells to the bottom of the second. Nice little double play. Way to get out of the inning. And we are in a commercial break. So, once again, 0-0 game. Yankees bats. Hopefully they could get something going. Love for these guys to get on the board. So, let's see this poll here real quick. I want to see who people voted for. So, I see 14 votes. 14 votes. And 50% of you have voted Judge. 7% of you voted Grisham. The other 7 said Rice. And 36% of you have said other. Okay. So I'll take it. I'll take it. So far, I mean, Clark, you know, Schmidt kind of, well, you can't really blame Schmidt too much. I mean, that play should have been made by Volpe on that first out, but that was a better outing by Schmidt, I think, compared to the first inning where he had runners on second and third. Yeah, Torres. Listen, you know, I like I was saying about the bats and the offense and defense. I mean, I know Torres' bat. Look, I'm not trying to bring up. You all are bringing up Gleyber Torres' name, so I do want to say this. Gleyber Torres. I like the guy. I did, man. I was a Gleyber Torres fan. I did like the guy, but he was frustrating to watch sometimes. He was great with the bat. I had no problems with the bat. It was his plays at defense, at second base that frustrated the hell out of me. And I do like having Jazz at second base because he makes good plays and he makes great defensive plays. So I do like Jazz Chisholm at second base, even though his bat's been atrocious, but he's hurt right now. So, and it's the same thing with Verdugo there, CT. Well, you did bring up Verdugo. I didn't like his bat, but I liked his glove in left field. His defense in left field was fantastic. It was better. His defense in left field was better than what they had in the previous years. But we do have Jason Dominguez at the plate. We got the Martian, and it is 1-0 to the Martian. And swing and a miss, it's 1-1. Dominguez's numbers against right-handed pitching looks really good. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to the Martian. And the 2-1, that is fouled off. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count here to the Martian. And as King misses with that pitch, it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. And King sets, pitches, and Dominguez will take first base as he draws a walk. So leadoff man is on here in the second inning. So good at bat there by Dominguez as this brings up Anthony Volpe. So let's see how Volpe does. So runner on first, bottom of the second. Volpe's up. The pitch to Volpe is in there for strike one on a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Petruzzi, I am not Italian. 0-1, and it is now 0-2 to Anthony Volpe. I do like bread. I do like cannolis. I do like cheesecake, but those are not my favorites. But they're one of my favorites. I have other favorites. And the 0-2, it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm not German either, dude. Whatever you say, Desiree, whatever you say. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe as Michael King throws over to first base to check on Dominguez. So 1-2 count to Volpe, and here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Volpe gets out the way there. So 2-2 count to the shortstop. As King sets. And the pitch. And Volpe strikes out swinging. King sets, sit down. And we have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the first. As Wells rips that one, and it's foul. 0-1 count to Austin Wells. The 0-1. And that's a grounder. Here's a chance for a double play. There's 1, and there's 2. And it's an inning-ending double play. And we're going to the top of the third. That brings up the 9-1-2 batters, Tyler Wade, Fernando Tatis Jr., Luis Ariz. And we are going to the top of the third. So no runs, no hits, no errors, only a walk. And not a great inning there by the Yankees. So now we are going to the top of the third. We are in a commercial break. Once again, I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Bacon is forbidden for me there, Petruzzi. I cannot have bacon. And once again, you're wrong on the ethnicity. So you're striking out. You're striking out worse than Volpe, bro. That's pretty bad. But Yankees, Padres still 0-0. So let's see what Clark Schmidt does here in the top of the third. Should be an interesting game, though. It's an interesting pitchers duel. It's Michael King, Clark Schmidt. So they're both pitching pretty well so far. So I still can't. Yeah, I seen that game last night was brutal, bro. that was just stupid. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, man. But yeah, Wells should try to lead off again. I mean, yeah, I don't know. From Oz there, Bill? Yeah, I could be from Oz. I don't know. I'm a mystery man. Nobody knows what I am. Ha ha ha. Nobody knows what I am. So the ethnicity is correct, but I wasn't born there, Beagle. But the ethnicity is correct. Nobody ever guesses that with me, though. CT cards, you couldn't be way more off there, buddy. But we are back to the top of the third. And we have Tyler Wade, former New York Yankee, at the plate. He swings at the first pitch. It's a foul ball. It's 0-1. And the 0-1. Oh, and bounces off of Wells' mask. Looks like he's all right. It's 0-2 now. Susan says we're all citizens of the world. Mm-hmm. And Wade strikes out. That is the second strikeout of the game for Clark Schmidt. And we have one out here in the top of the third. And that does bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. We're back to the top of the lineup. As that ball gets through, so it passes the sliding Cabrera. Volpe tries to make a play, at least blocked it from going to left field. Tatis Jr. is on there on a single. Nah, it wasn't. I don't think it was a miscommunication there, Andrew. I think Cabrera went for it. He just couldn't get it, and Volpe was right there. He couldn't secure it either. But either way, it's a single. As Clark Schmidt throws over to first to check on Tatis Jr. And the pitch to Luis Ariz is strike one. So one out here in the top of the third, runner on first. Still a 0-0 game. It's no balls, one strike here to Luis Ariz. As Schmidt sets the 0-1 in the dirt. And nice stop there by Austin Wells. Count now is 1-1 strikes. One and one count here to Luis Ariz as Clark Schmidt sets, and the 1-1 that is fouled. So the count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Luis Ariz. So let's see what Clark Schmidt can do here. As Schmidt sets. Oh, and he throws over to first. Trying to catch Tatis Jr. sleeping. as Tatis Jr. takes his lead at first. And the pitch, and it's a grounder to Cabrera, tosses it to Vivas. Vivas to first, and it's an inning-ending double play as we are going to the bottom of the third. Cabrera, Vivas, Grisham are due up, bottom of the third. We are going to a commercial break. And still a 0-0 game. Good. So far, so good. Schmidt, getting himself out of there. The only hiccup he had was in the first inning, and he's looked good. He looked good in the second and third. So offense just needs to get going. This is where, once again, the pitching does their job. They do everything that they need to do. Offense just needs to come through now. Although, yesterday, again, I hate going back to last night, but, the offense last night, they did everything that they possibly can. Unfortunately, I feel like you could say they could have put up more, but the bullpen didn't get the job done last night. It's as simple as that. They should have been able to hold on to that 3-0 lead. But once again, yesterday's history, we could talk about it all day. We could talk about it 10 years from now. The results don't change. But luckily, this is game one. This isn't game 160. Yeah, Yasin, I do agree with that, man. I think Cruz should have been kept in that game. I don't know why they brought out Devin Williams. It's not because I felt like Devin Williams was going to blow it, because in the outing before that, Devin Williams looked good in the non-closer role, but I don't think there was really a reason to bring Devin Williams in. They should have kept Cruz in there. But once again, it's one of those decisions that I didn't agree with, but we're focused on today's games, though. We're focused on today's game. We gotta brush off yesterday's game because, once again, CT Cards, I didn't agree with Boone on that decision. But you also have to have confidence in your players to trust your guys to go out there and get the job done. After all, they are getting paid to do their jobs. I'm just saying. But Cruz should have been kept in there. But like I said, only so much we could complain about. The results are not going to change. But we are here in the bottom of the third with Oswald Cabrera at the plate as he takes ball one from Michael King. The 1-0, that is fouled off. It's 1-1 to Oswaldo Cabrera. So 1-1 count here. And the pitch is in there for strike two. So it's 1-2 strikes. So Oswaldo Cabrera. Yankees bats trying to get something going here. And the 1-2. And that is popped up to left field. Jason Hayward makes the play for out number one. And that'll bring up Yorbit Vivas to the plate. Robert Cropley, you are correct. And that's what I am. That's both where my mom and dad were born. That's where they immigrated from. And it's a swing and a miss by Vivas. It is 0-2 now to Yorbit Vivas. And Vivas hits that to left field. Hayward making a run, and he makes the play. So nice play made there by Hayward for out number two. And we are back to the top of the lineup. That'll bring up Trent Grisham. Seems like a few people are shocked about my ethnicity. My goodness. Oh, my God. And we got Trent Grisham at the plate. As King sets, here's the pitch. Grisham fouls off the first pitch. Grisham is 0 for 1 in today's game. Bill says, I'm not shocked. I wonder why is that, Bill? As Grisham takes ball one, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sean Browning, you are correct. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. And the pitch from King, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Trent. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and the 1-2. And Grisham pops that one up to Jason Hayward, makes the play for out number 3. And we are going to the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the fourth, 0-0 game. Let's see what Clark Schmidt can do here in the top of the fourth. So bats for both teams struggling, although the Padres do have 4 hits. The Yankees only have the 1. In Furnace, what is a good Turkish dish, he says? I'll type it into the chat. I'll type it in the chat and look it up, dude. This is like amazing right here, bro. This is good stuff. So give me 2 seconds here. I'll be right back, folks. Hold on. Cool. So, yeah, in Furnace, it's that right there, bro. The translation for that is Alexander Kebab. And it is so good, bro. It's so good. If you were in New York, dude, like if you were in Brooklyn, New York, I'd tell you exactly where to go. Yo, it is so tasty. It is so tasty, man. Any of those kebabs, man, I could tell you all the kebabs, and you'll love it. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Turkish restaurants you could go to in your area there in Furnace. I'm sure you live in the LA area, right? If I'm not mistaken. And Clark Schmidt's back on the mound. We got Manny Machado at the plate, who takes strike 1. Andrew Dang, welcome to my world. Sometimes that's me. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Manny Machado. Machado is 1 for 1 in today's game. And the 1-1, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Machado. And the 2-1 is a hit to left field. And Machado is on there with a single. So leadoff batter on here in the top of the fourth as Machado gets a single. So Machado is 2 for 2 in today's game. Bill, I will pass on that. That's a negative. And Susan, you are correct. Schmidt sets here against Jackson Merrill, who is 1 for 1 in today's game, and Merrill fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Merrill is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had a double in his first at bat. And the 0-1 to Merrill. Ball one. So the count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Merrill. So runner on first here, top of the fourth. Still a 0-0 game. And 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two one count here to Jackson Merrill, and the pitch is 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Merrill. As Schmidt steps off. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Jackson Merrill as Schmidt sets. And 3-1. Foul back. Count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. So here's the payoff. And Merrill hits that to left field to Cody Bellinger, passes Cabrera. So runners on first and second, first 2 batters here in the top of the fourth on for the San Diego Padres. Padres are threatening here in the top of the fourth. DM, the answer to your question, yes, and I still eat it now, bro. I still eat it now. So I freaking love those things. So runners on first and second. Padres threatening here with nobody out. This does bring up Xander Bogaerts, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And strike one to Xander Bogaerts. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Xander Bogaerts. Schmidt will love to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. And the 0-1 is 1-1 now. The 1-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. So Schmidt struggling a little bit here in this inning. He's at 57 pitches currently. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Clark Schmidt or to Xander Bogaerts. So 3-1 now. Some of that food's yes, Bill. Some of those foods sound really good right now. The 3-1. That is called a strike. Got him on the corner there. So it's a full count. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 count. Runners on first and second. Nobody out as Schmidt steps off. So double play would be huge here for the Yankees as Schmidt sets and the payoff. And that is popped up to left field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 1. Runners will stay put. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th with runners still on first and second, and that'll bring up Gavin Sheets to the plate. So let's see what Gavin Sheets does here. With runners on first and second, Schmidt would love to get out of this jam as he sets and he steps off, looking like he was going to throw to second, but he didn't. And the first pitch to Gavin Sheets is ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Gavin Sheets. As Schmidt sets and the 1-0. 2-0 now to Gavin Sheets. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Gavin Sheets. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 3-0 now to Gavin Sheets. So Schmidt struggling to find a strike zone here. As Schmidt sets here on the 3-0, here's the pitch, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Gavin Sheets, and the bases are loaded. And that'll bring out Matt Blake to talk with Clark Schmidt to try and settle him down as Jason Hayward is coming up to the plate. So the bases are loaded here for the San Diego Padres as Schmidt is in a little bit of a jam. So little conference right now on the mound. Schmidt needs to get back into focus. If Schmidt could get out of the sitting without giving up any runs, that would be fantastic. But double play would be great right now. So let's see what he does here against Jason Hayward with the bases loaded. Padres are threatening here, folks. So Schmidt sets here against Hayward, and the first pitch. Oh, it's a balk. They called a balk on him. So that's going to score a run. So Boone is coming out to talk with the umpire. So they're talking with, looks like that's the third base umpire right there. So Boone obviously not happy about it. Yeah, they called a balk on Clark Schmidt. Obviously, Clark Schmidt's not happy with that call. I mean, I don't see where the balk is. Oh, wait, it was the second base umpire? Oh, it was the second base umpire that called it. So Padres are on the board here on a 1-0 lead on a balk by Clark Schmidt. So runners are on second and third now with one out. So things could go. Things are gonna could get worse from here, folks. So Schmidt has to find a way now to get out of the inning without giving up more runs before doing more damage here. And the 1-0, that is popped up to center field, and it looks like Bellinger makes the play. Jackson Merrill is tagging up, and he makes it safely home. So it's a sac fly there by Hayward. We have 2 outs in the inning. The Padres take a 2-0 lead now against the New York Yankees. Well, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Runner on second. Padres have a 2-0 lead with Elias Diaz at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. As Schmidt sets here on the 0-1, here's the pitch. And that is popped up. And Vivas makes the play for out number 3. But the Padres are on the board. It's a 2-0 lead. So on a balk, they scored. And then on a sac fly, they get 2 runs in. So the Padres have a 2-0 lead. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. I mean, that could have been a lot worse with the bases loaded. Honestly, that could have been a lot worse. You could easily say they could have scored, 3 or 4 runs in that inning, with the bases loaded. But bats got to wake up, folks. Bats got to wake up. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the bottom of the fourth. We are in a commercial break. Once again, I do appreciate all of you tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that like button as you come in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. It would mean a lot to me. So, are you serious, Bill? Did Weight Watchers really declare bankruptcy? Wow, Bill, that's crazy. I can't believe they declared bankruptcy. That is wild. Oh my God. So it's a 2-0 game. Let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the bottom of the fourth. They're gonna have to get something going here. But game will resume here shortly. But like I said, with the bases loaded, they only gave up the 2 runs. It could have been a lot worse, people. It could have been a lot worse. They could be down 3 to 4-0. But it's a 2-0 game. So it would have been better if it was 1-0. But hey, it looks like we are back from commercial break. And Ben Rice is leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth against Michael King as Rice takes strike 1. Rice is 1 for 1 in today's game. He had a double in his first at bat. And the 0-1, it's a grounder. And let's see if they make the play here. And they get Rice on time. It was a slow little roller there. As Rice picked it up, tossed it to Michael King for out number 1. And this does bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. Aaron Judge is 0 for 1 in today's game. And Judge fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1 to Aaron Judge. And the 0-1. Whoa, that pitch is high. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Aaron Judge. And the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the captain. And the 1-2, that is fouled back by Judge. It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes to the captain. Yankees will love to get on the board here as they trail this game 2-0. And the 1-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the captain. The count is even. And the 2-2. Judge fouls that one off. Still a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. Yankees trying to get on the board as King sets. And here's the 2-2. And that ball is hit into right field. And that ball is gone! It's a solo home run for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are on the board. It is a 2-1 game. 12th home run of the season for Aaron Judge. 102 miles per hour exit velo, 341-foot home run for the captain, and the Yankees are on the board, and they're now trailing by 1 run, 2-1, 12th home run by the captain. All rise for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees are on the board. And it looks like he was the first Yankee to hit a home run, so whoever guessed, there was 18 votes. And whoever said Aaron Judge, you are correct. The 56% of you have voted right. So I will end that poll right there. And this does bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate as he takes ball 1. 32-game on-base streak for Aaron Judge, keeping the on-game base streak alive as Cody Bellinger takes ball 2. It is a 2-0 count to Cody Bellinger. And a 2-0. 3-0 now to Cody Bellinger. Looks like there's a bit of an issue with the pitch comm. Okay, issue resolved. And a 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk to Cody Bellinger. The tying run is at first base. And this will bring up the Martian to the plate. Yeah, Tatis Jr. makes a jump there, but yeah, no chance. Nice catch there by the fan. Right to his glove. Very nice. And here we have the Martian at the plate. And the pitch. And that is hit sharply. And that's a hit for Dominguez as Bellinger's go to third. Ball gets away. Bellinger scores. It's a 2-2 game. And the Yankees tie it up as Dominguez goes to second. Bad throw by Tatis Jr. And the Yankees tied up here. It's a 2-2 game. Let's go. Yeah, that's a bad throw by Tatis Jr. He definitely overthrew that one. But nice piece of hitting there. Passes the diving second baseman. Bellinger going to third. And bad throw by Tatis Jr. Ball gets away. Bellinger goes and scores home. Nice piece of hitting there by the Martian. It is a tie game, folks. It's a 2-2 game. Now we got ourselves a game. And Boone's out there arguing with the umpire about something. So 2-2 game here, folks. The bats finally wake up for the New York Yankees. Anthony Volpe is at the plate, and he swings at the first pitch. It is fouled off. It is 0-1 to Volpe. He is 0-1 in today's game. So Dominguez at second base. A hit by Volpe can score Dominguez, and the Yankees can take the lead here. Whoa. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. What's up, Chua? Cavs are leading in halftime. Sweet. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Volpe. So Michael King right now at 58 pitches. A little check swing foul there. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is even for Anthony Volpe. 2-2 count. Yankees tied up the game here. It's a 2-2 game. A home run by Judge. Run scored by Cody Bellinger on a single by Dominguez. And a throw-in error by Fernando Tatis Jr. where Bellinger scored. As Volpe has a 3-2 count, King sets the payoff, and Volpe hits that to right field, and play is made by Tatis Jr. at the track, and Dominguez tags up. He will go to third. Austin Wells coming to the plate. So Wells has an opportunity here to score Dominguez on a hit. So let's see what Austin Wells can do here. It is a 2-2 game. The Yankees tied it up here in the bottom of the 4th. Wells is 0-1 in today's game as King sets. The pitch is ball 1 to Austin Wells. So 1 ball, no strike here to Austin Wells as King sets. And the pitch is in there for a strike. So 1-1 count now to Austin Wells. And the pitch is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. So 2-1 count with 2 outs, runner on third, 2-2 game. And here's the 2-1, and that is popped up. And it looks like Machado will make the play there at foul territory, and that is the third out of the inning. The Yankees do leave a runner stranded, but the Yankees do tie up the game on a home run by the captain, Aaron Judge, and a run scored by Cody Bellinger on a single by Jason Dominguez, and it was a throw-in error by Fernando Tatis Jr. to third base. So the Yankees tied it up here, and we are going to the top of the fifth. It's a 2-2 game. So let's see what Clark Schmidt does, assuming he's coming back into the game. Hopefully he can get through 5. I'm sure the bullpen would appreciate it, but it is a 2-2 game. They tied it up, so I'm glad they tied it up. At least it's a tie game. I'll take it. So, 2-2 game. So let's see what Clark Schmidt does in the 5th inning. But once again, folks, I do appreciate you all tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. Let's continue growing the Strike Zone channel out. Do appreciate everybody tuning in. So, nice little comeback there by the Yankees. So let's see if they can keep it 2-2 and then go into the bottom of the 5th. Sending a couple messages here. All right. Yassine, yeah, I did see the Knicks come back down from 20, man. That was a beautiful win yesterday. That was a great win yesterday. I hope they could take game 2 tomorrow as well, but I think the Celtics are going to come back with a vengeance. I don't think they're going to give up a lead like that if they have a lead like that again. So, but what a win by the Knicks yesterday. That was incredible. But games should resume here shortly. And it looks like June 6th is Yogi Berra U.S. Navy bobblehead night. First 18,000 guests. So, Yassine, won't be going to a Nuggets playoff game, bro. So, top of the 5th here, Clark Schmidt is back on the mound here, folks. And Tyler Wade is leading things off here in the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 batters coming up. So, Wade struck out in the 3rd inning. Clark Schmidt right now at 69 pitches. And that's a single there for Tyler Wade. He leads things off here for the Padres. So it's a leadoff hit for Tyler Wade in the top of the 5th. So Padres have their base runner on, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr., who is 1 for 2 in today's game. It's a 2-2 game, top of the 5th. Let's see if Schmidt could get out of this inning without giving up any runs. And first pitch is fouled back. It is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runner on first. 2-2 game. Top of the 5th. As Clark Schmidt sets. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss on a pitch that was away. So 0-2 now to Fernando Tatis Jr. So no balls, 2 strikes to Tatis Jr. as Schmidt sets, and the pitch is outside, ball 1. So one ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tatis Jr. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And Tatis Jr. hits it to left field, and the play is made by Cody Bellinger as Wade gets back to first base. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up Luis Arias to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Double play would be perfect here right now for the New York Yankees. As Schmidt sets. And the pitch is called a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour cutter. So 0-1 to Luis Arias. We have 1 out here in the top of the 5th with a runner on first. 2-2 game here. As Schmidt sets, throws over to first. Trying to get Tyler Wade sleeping. Trying to catch him sleeping. First throw over there by Clark Schmidt. So it is no balls, 1 strike here to Luis Arias as Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And it is 0-2 now to Luis Arias. Manny Machado is waiting on deck for the San Diego Padres. As Schmidt sets here on the 0-2. And another throw over. Some pretty slick there by Schmidt. Got close on that one. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good throw over. What's up, Jonathan? Are they going to challenge this? Looks like he might have been out. Oh, it's under review here, folks. So let's wait. They might have gotten him. It is under review. They might have gotten him there based on that replay. Let's see what they say. Oh, he's out. He's out. All right, the call is overturned, folks. Second out. Nice pickoff there by Clark Schmidt. Great job. And good tag there by Ben Rice. So nobody on base now. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. It's an 0-2 count now to Luis Arias. So nice job by Clark Schmidt. So 0-2 count here to Luis Arias as Schmidt sets. And the pitch. And he struck him out. So no runs, no hits, or 1 hit and an error. So 8-9-1 batters coming up for the New York Yankees, bottom of the 5th. So way to get out of that inning. That was big. That was huge. Good job to Clark Schmidt. Good job to Clark Schmidt. So wow, that was awesome. That was great. So good job. Good job to Clark Schmidt. That was a great inning for him. Oh, CT Cards, you and your negative ways. I know sometimes the team could be a bit of a headache. I get it. But, do what you can to root for the team, man. But, hey, you never know what's going to happen in this game. Offense has got to get going here in the bottom of the 5th. Hopefully they could get a couple of runs. Lead by 2 runs. I'll take 2 runs. I'll take 3. Yeah, I understand, CT. I get it there, bud. I get it. I understand. It happens. It happens. I mean, I don't know who will come in next after Schmidt, but I mean, they got guys that are ready to go. They got guys that are ready to go. I mean, you could bring in Fernando Cruz. Just saying, you could bring in Ian Hamilton. He could come out there. I mean, and you got any of the guys not named Mark Leiter Jr. You could Yarborough. He could come into the game as well. Maybe they bring in Yuri De Los Santos. Yeah, Petruzzi. I felt like he was gonna get DFA'd right when Hill came back, but I didn't think he was gonna get DFA'd like today. You know what I mean? But I'm not sad about it. Let's be honest. And we have Oswaldo Cabrera leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th as he takes ball 1. Yankees did some work last inning with the bats as they tied up the game. It's a 2-2 game now. And it's 2 balls, no strikes here to Oswaldo Cabrera. And 2-0. And Cabrera hits that to right field. And Tatis Jr. makes the play for out number 1. Certainly made a run for that one and made a good play. Cabrera ripped that ball. So nice play there by Tatis Jr. What's up, Joe? How's it going? Joe reached his 100th subscriber today on his channel on NY Yankee Mania. So good job, Joe. Congratulations. Joe's been doing some good work over there. So it's 0-1 here to Yorbit Vivas. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Yorbit Vivas, who was 0 for 1 in today's game. So 2-2 game with 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Yankees will love to take a lead here. And the 1-1, that is fouled. The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Yorbit Vivas. We are in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out, and the pitch from King is ball 2. The count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count here to Yorbit Vivas as King sets here on the 2-2, and the pitch is popped up into left field, and it looks like Jason Hayward will make the play for out number 2. And we are back to the top of the lineup. That'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. Grisham is 0 for 2 in today's game. As King sets, here's the pitch. It is ball 1 to Trent Grisham. So it is 1-0 to Trent Grisham, 1 ball, no strikes. As King sets, here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to the second baseman, throws over to first for out number 3. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We are going to the top of the 6th. It's still a 2-2 game we are going to a commercial break. So let's see if Schmidt will be back out for the 6th inning. But it is a 2-2 game here, folks. But how are we feeling about today's game overall? It seems to be a very interesting game. Seems to be the kind of like a pitcher's duel right now, right? Clark Schmidt holding his own, right, for the most part. I gotta give him some credit. Michael King is certainly holding his own. Both teams, scored. They got runs at the right time. Padres definitely were leading 2-0. I got a little worried there. It's still early in the game, but still, But Yankees managed to come back. They answered back in the following inning. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. Bats need to wake up though. For the Yankees, they need to seize the opportunities here because as far as the bats go, I'm just looking here. They're 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They've left 2 men on base, but the Yankees have only had 3 hits in today's game, whereas the Padres had 7 hits and only scored 2 runs. So, for the most part, Grisham is at least doing his part. And he also got that pickoff on Tyler Wade. I think that was a slick pickoff right there. So good job to him. It's definitely a pitcher's duel, though. But it looks like we are back to the game here. The game will resume. Yeah, Hill and Beater. I can't wait to get those guys back. DM Jonathan Loaisiga. I can't wait to get him back. The Yankees are getting some reinforcements. Schmidt's back on the mound. Machado is leading things off here in the top of the 6th. He is 2 for 2 in today's game as he takes strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to Manny Machado. As Schmidt sets here on the 0-1, it is ball 1 to Manny Machado, so it's a 1-1 count. As Schmidt sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Manny Machado. Clark Schmidt right now at 80 pitches in this game. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Manny Machado as Schmidt sets on the 2-1. And here's the pitch. And Machado pops that one up. Who's going to make the play? Cabrera makes the play for out number 1. Play was made. The ball wasn't dropped. So out number 1. And that does bring up Jackson Merrill, who is 2 for 2 in today's game. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 1, 2, 3 inning would be ideal here for Clark Schmidt to get out of this inning. As Schmidt sets, the pitch is fouled off, out of play. It is 0-1 to Jackson Merrill. So no balls, 1 strike with 1 out here, top of the 6th. It's a 2-2 game between the San Diego Padres and the New York Yankees. And here's the 0-2. That is in their first strike on a knuckle curve. It is 0-2 to Jackson Merrill. Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the bullpen, folks. So Schmidt has 4 strikeouts. Let's see if he could get his 5th strikeout of the game. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So fifth strikeout of the game for Clark Schmidt. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. So let's see if Schmidt can make this a 1-2-3 inning. So Xander Bogaerts is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. And the first pitch, it's a grounder, hit to Anthony Volpe. He throws over to first for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th. Rice, Judge, Bellinger due up. 2, 3, 4 batters due up for the New York Yankees. We are in a commercial break. So nice hitting there by Clark Schmidt. He has 6. So anybody expect that? I certainly didn't. I certainly didn't expect Clark Schmidt to hit 6 or to go 6 innings, but Schmidt looking good in this game. I like what I'm seeing from him. So very, very good outing by Clark Schmidt. I would imagine this is probably his last outing. Pitch count right now. Where is he at for pitch count? He is at 85 pitches. He could come back out, but I don't envision him coming back out. I know they had Mark Leiter Jr. warming up there, but we'll see what happens when the top of the 7th comes around. But let's check these other scores around baseball. Let's see what's going on around other games in Major League Baseball. So let's refresh the page here. So Marlins beating the Dodgers right now 4-3, top of the 7th. Phillies beating the Rays 3-2, top of the 7th. Guardians beating the Nationals 4-1 in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 6th, White Sox leading 2-0. Rangers are beating Boston 6-0, bottom of the 5th. Braves and Reds going into the top of the 6th, 0-0. Giants beating the Cubs right now 5-2 in the top of the 5th. Brewers are beating the Astros 4-0, bottom of the 4th. Going into the top of the 5th, Cardinals, Pirates 0-0. Twins beating the Orioles right now 5-1 in the top of the 4th. And you'll have the Blue Jays, Angels playing here in about an hour, along with the Mets and Diamondbacks. And then you have a game that's starting a little bit later, a late game with the A's and Mariners. And then the Nationals beat the Guardians 10-9. And the Rockies and Tigers game has been postponed due to weather. So Michael King is back on the mound. And here we have Ben Rice, who was 1 for 2 in today's game. And it is ball 1 to Ben Rice. Let me pull up this game cast here. So 1-0 to Ben Rice. As the 1-0 is Ben Rice hits that ball into deep right field, but not far enough as Tatis Jr. makes the play at the warning track. Ben Rice gave that one a ride, but just didn't hit it far enough. Got me excited. But that does bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. Now we have Tim Hill warming up in the Yankees bullpen. As King pitches, it is strike 1 to Aaron Judge. It's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out here, 2-2 game. And the 0-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Rice just missed it, man. He almost had it. Almost had it. And the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. And 2-1. 3-1 now to Aaron Judge. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-2 game. So it's a 3-1 count here to Judge as King sets. Here's the pitch. And Judge hits a grounder to Bogarts, throws over to first for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And this brings up Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 1 in today's game, but had a walk, scored a run. He scored the second run of the game. So 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Let's see if Bellinger could make something happen here. Oh, 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger, and the pitch to Bellinger is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. As King sets on the 1-1, here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now. And a 2-1. That is called a strike. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bellinger did not like that call. Let me kind of fast forward this. I am just lagging a little bit behind. MLB TV doing MLB TV things. So it's a full count to Bellinger. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a big pitch coming up here. And here's the payoff. Bellinger fouls that one. Still staying alive. Still a full count here to to Cody Bellinger. And here's the 3-2. And Bellinger hits a grounder as Wade throws over to first. And that'll be out number 3. And it's still a 2-2 game going into the top of the 7th. Sheets, Hayward, Diaz coming up. Assuming Tim Hill is probably going to come into the game. Looks like, yeah, he will be coming into the game to take over pitching duties for Clark Schmidt, which I don't know about you all. I'm happy with Clark Schmidt's performance today. I think he did better than what a lot of us expected. So good job to him. And let's see if the bullpen can hold it down. Let's see what the bullpen could do. So Tim Hill will be coming into the game. So once again, folks, hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Yeah, Tim Hill was warming up too, though, and it looks like Tim Hill is probably going to be the guy coming into the game. Well, we'll find out here soon enough. Yeah, bats need to wake up now. Schmidt, I'm going to say Schmidt did his job. He did everything he possibly can. So, now it's up to the bats. It's up to the bullpen to hold it down now. So, once again, Schmidt, I think this was probably Schmidt's best start so far. I mean, I know he hasn't had many, but this was a really, really good start for him against a really good team. and I'll take it. I'll take it. But Schmidt looked really good today. He had, let's see, he had what, 5 strikeouts today, right? He only walked one batter. Well, he only walked one batter, so he looked good. Or actually, he had 4 strikeouts. My mistake, folks. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. I thought he had 5. But yeah, so 6 innings, 7 hits, only gave up 2 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts on 85 pitches. I'll take it. I think once again, Schmidt surprised me. He did better than what a lot of us expected, I'm sure. But Tim Hill is on the mound, and he's facing Gavin Sheets here, and it's an 0-1 count to Gavin Sheets, who is leading things off here in the top of the 7th. And 1 ball, 1 strike now to Gavin Sheets. And there's a single there for Gavin Sheets. So leadoff single here in the top of the 7th, as Sheets will be at first base, and that'll bring up Jason Hayward. So once again, the bullpen will have to step up, get the job done here. Schmidt did his part. Bullpen needs to get it done. Bats need to wake up for the Yankees to hear, folks. And we have a pinch hitter actually now. So we got Oscar Gonzalez hitting for Jason Hayward as he is at the plate. And the first pitch to Gonzalez is strike 1. So 0-1 count here to Oscar Gonzalez. And the 0-1 is fouled. It is 0-2 to Gonzalez. Yo, Rodney, what's up, man? I was wondering where you were. Hopefully you're all right there, buddy. And another foul ball. So still an 0-2 count. And Fernando Cruz is warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. As Tim Hill sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Oh, you were in Seattle. Okay. I got you there. Here's the 0-2. And Gonzalez once again fouls it off. Battling here. And the 0-2, that is popped up in the infield. Ben Rice makes the play for out number 1. And Gavin Sheets will stay put at first base. That'll bring up Elias Diaz, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And the pitch from Hill. And that is in there for a single for Elias Diaz. We have runners on first and second now with 1 out. And that should bring up Tyler Wade. So runners on first and second. And it looks like Iglesias is the pinch hitter here for Tyler Wade. And Boone is coming out to take out Tim Hill. So Iglesias, Tatis Jr., Arise are due up. So looks like there's going to be a pitching change here as Tim Hill's night is over. So that the Yankees are going to be bringing in Fernando Cruz. So we are in a commercial break. Ronnie, yeah, you did say that. So let's see what Fernando Cruz could do here. Hopefully, he can get the Yankees out of this top of the seventh here. I like the move. I do like the move there, Petruzzi. I think I do like Fernando Cruz. I really that was just a great trade there by the Yankees. I know I've said it many times, man, but I'm so happy Cruz is on this team. That guy's he has been filthy for the Yankees so far. Yeah, Lou. Schmidt pitched very well, man. I was very impressed with his performance tonight. You know, I know last couple of outings it was a little rough for him, but this one was really good. Once again, against a very good Padres team. I mean, he held his own. And it looks like we are back to the game. Fernando Cruz is on the mound. He's got a 1.42 ERA, 10 consecutive scoreless appearances, 19 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts, 6 walks. So Cruz has been fantastic. So, yeah, Lou, I mean, like I said, man, Schmidt did better than what a lot of us expected. And Jose Iglesias takes strike one from Fernando Cruz. It's an 0-1 count. One out here, top of seventh, runners on first and second. As Cruz sets on the 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It is 0-2 now to Iglesias. As Cruz sets here on the 0-2. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And hit sharply. Nice play by Volpe. As Sheets gets back to second, as Volpe saves a hit there. So 2 outs here in the top of the seventh. What a play by Volpe to jump up to make that play. Ball was hit well there by Iglesias. So 2 outs here in the inning. Great play by Anthony Volpe. Takes away a hit. As Fernando Tatis Jr. is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. So we're back to the top of the lineup here. Let's see what Cruz can do. And looks like Morjon is warming up in the Padres bullpen. And it is 1 ball, no strikes here to Tatis Jr. So runners on first and second, 2 outs, top of the seventh. It's a 2-2 game. And here's the 1-0. 2-0 now. Nice block there by Austin Wells. Runners stay put. So 2-0 here to Tatis Jr. Runners on first and second, they take their lead. As Cruz sets on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. 3-0 as Tatis Jr. gets out the way. So 3 balls, no strikes. Luis Arraez is waiting on deck. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. And the 3-0. That is in there for a strike. The count is 3 balls, 1 strikes. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Tatis Jr. And the pitch. And Tatis Jr. hits that to right center field, and that ball will drop as Judge throws it into the infield. 1 run will score, and it's a double for Tatis Jr. So runners on second and third as the Padres take a 3-2 lead here with 2 outs on an RBI double by Tatis Jr. So runners on second and third. So it was a pitch that was just hanging right in the middle there. So a ball, perfect pitch there for Tatis Jr. So the Padres take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 7th. So they're up by 1 run now. So as they take the lead back. As Luis Arias is coming to the plate here. So Arias is 0 for 3 in today's game. Let's hope the Yankees can not give up another run and just keep it a 1-run game. As Cruz sets the pitch is 1 ball, no strike to Luis Arias. And Cruz sets here on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. 2-0 now to Luis Arias. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a 2-0. 3-0. So Cruz struggling a little bit here on the mound. And 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Rise, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And that will bring up Manny Machado, who is 2 for 3 in today's game. Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up in the bullpen here, folks. So Yankees, little bit of a trouble here. Let's see if Cruz can get out of this jam that he's in. And the pitch to Machado is in there for strike 1. It is 0-1 to Manny Machado. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike. 2 count with 2 outs. Bases loading. See if Cruz can get out of this inning. Big pitch coming up as Cruz sets. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. As Cruz gets out of the jam. But the Padres do score. It's a 1-run game. They have a 3-2 lead. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. And what a pitch there by Cruz as he gets out of the jam. We are going to a commercial break. And I will take a small break. It's the 7th inning stretch. Go ahead and stretch. Get a drink, get some food, get some snacks. Come right back. I'll be right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. Don't go away, folks. All right. So Oscar Gonzalez taking over at left field. Jose Iglesias taking over at second base for the Padres. And Adrian, I don't know if it's Morejon or Morjon, but I'll just call him Morjon, is on the mound for the Padres, taking over pitching duties. Dominguez is at the plate, and there's a hit for Dominguez. That ball drops, and Dominguez is going for two, and he makes it. It's a leadoff double here in the bottom of the seventh for the Martian. And guess what? He got that from the right side of the plate. Boom! Big hit there, man. Dominguez has got some wheels on him there, folks. So leadoff double here. The tying run is at second base here for the Yankees. Nice piece of hitting there, and that does bring up Anthony Volpe. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Nobody out. Runner on second. Do we think Dominguez steals here? As Volpe fouls that one back for strike one. Wait, Gusto. Oh, Gusto's in the building. What up, Gusto? So 0-1 to Volpe. 1-1 to Volpe now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Volpe. And here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. So runner on second with nobody out. Austin Wells is on deck for the Yankees. Volpe's at the plate. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And 1-2 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Count is even. So 2-2 count. 2-2 count here to Volpe. Let's see what he does. And the pitch. And there's a hit for Anthony Volpe as he gets a single. We got runners on the corners now. Runners on first and third. Nice piece of hitting there by Anthony Volpe. And that will bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Goes over the jumping Jose Iglesias. Nice piece of hitting there by Anthony Volpe. So runners on first and third. And Wells will be coming to the plate. And it looks like there's a little conference there on the mound. So the Padres are 19-0 record when leading after 7 innings. So let's see if let's hope the Yankees can ruin that for them. As Austin Wells is coming to the plate here. Man, how awesome would it be if Volpe just stole and you have runners on second and third with nobody out? That would be freaking great. So Yankees trying to tie this game up here with Austin Wells at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the pitch. And that is in there for a hit. And the Yankees tie up the game. We got runners on first and second. An RBI single for Austin Wells. And it's a 3-3 game. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera to the plate as Dominguez scored. So good hitting here by this team right now here in the bottom of the 7th. Nice piece of hitting. Gets it right through the hole. So very nice piece of hitting there by Austin Wells. Runners on first and second. Now, we have ourselves a tie game here, folks. It's a 3-3 game. And now we have Oswaldo Cabrera, who shows bunt. And he pops it up, and he is out. So Machado makes the play in foul territory. So Machado or Cabrera is out. So runners on first and second still, and that'll bring up Yorbit Vivas. So that was just a bad bunt by Oswaldo Cabrera. He is pissed. That guy is angry. Yeah, not a good bunt by Oswaldo Cabrera. But that does bring up Yorbit Vivas to the plate. Actually, no, that brings up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. He will be pinch hitting. So good move here by Aaron Boone. So big situation here. They're having another conference there with the left-handed pitcher. And Peralta warming up in the bullpen for the Padres. They got a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen for the San Diego Padres. So it's a 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 7th. Paul Goldschmidt pinch hitting here for Yorbit Vivas. So let's see what he does here. So Volpe gets chased back to second. So with runners in scoring position, Goldschmidt hitting .452 with a home run, 14 RBIs, and 1113 OPS. Numbers look good. Let's see what he does here. And they're playing with the pitcher's brain. Volpe dancing around right now. So you got runners on first and second. with one out. Goldschmidt pinch hitting here for Yorbit Vivas. And it is ball one to Paul Goldschmidt. And 1-0. 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt. Trent Grisham is waiting on deck. So 1 out here, bottom of the 7th, runners on first and second, 3-3 game. And the runners go. It's 3-0, and it's a double steal. Runners advance. We got Austin Wells at second, Anthony Volpe at third. So runners on second and third now. It's a 3-0 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Yankees have a big, big opportunity here to take the lead. So now it looks like they have intentionally walked Paul Goldschmidt, and now the bases are loaded for Trent Grisham. And it looks like they're going to make a pitching change here. So bases loaded, 1 out. Grisham, Rice, and Judge are due up. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So former New York Yankee, Wandy Peralta, coming up. He'll be taking over pitching duties here for the San Diego Padres, but it is a 3-3 game. Bats woke up here at the bottom of the 7th. They tied it up. Let's hope the Yankees could take the lead here. But this has been a really, really good game. It's been a really good game. So let's check it out here. Padres had 10 hits, only scored 3 runs. Yankees had 6 hits. They only scored 3 runs so far. Pitching for both teams have done well. Once again, Schmidt did well. Cruz came in. He gave up the run, but it fell on Tim Hill because he was responsible for the runner on base. But Fernando Cruz still managed to get out of that inning with the bases loaded. I mean, that inning could have been a lot worse, and the lead could have been more. It could have been more than a 1-run lead. They could have been leading that game by 2 or 3 runs. But it's a 3-3 game. And like my man Gusto says, like, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Smash those emojis down there at the bottom. But we got Gusto, we only got like a couple of more weeks, man. Couple more weeks, bro. So the Yankees Rockies. And Wandy Peralta is taking over pitching duties here for the San Diego Padres. Trent Grisham is 0 for 3 tonight. A big hit is needed here by Grisham. Let's make it happen as he takes ball 1. It's 1-0. Yeah, I can't wait either, dude. DM a bunch. And Gusto versus NFE wrestle. I mean, what do you think, Petruzzi? It's 2-0 to Trent Grisham. Me too, Desiree. Me too. 2-0. 3-0 now to Trent Grisham. 3 balls, no strikes. And we got Ben Rice waiting on deck here, folks. And he walked him, and a run will score. A 4-pitch walk to Trent Grisham. Volpe will score. It's a 4-3 game. The Yankees take the lead. The bases are still loaded. here in the bottom of the 7th, and that'll bring up Ben Rice to the plate. Oh, Gusto, we're taking it to the mats? Bro, let's go. And strike one to Ben Rice. Rice is 1 for 3 in today's game. Whoa, swing and a miss by Ben Rice. It's 0-2. 0-2 to Ben Rice. 1 for 3 in today's game. Yankees have a big opportunity to blow it up here. With the bases loaded, 1 out. Yankees have a 4-3 lead. And the pitch. And Rice, there's a hit. Goes to the right field. Fair ball. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And it's a 2-run RBI double there. Let's go. 6-3 game. Yankees are in the lead. That's what I'm talking about. And the Yankees are up by 3 runs. So a 2 RBI double here by Ben Rice. Nice piece of hitting there by Ben Rice. Yankees are winning this game 6-3 now. Still 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. So Aaron Judge is being intentionally walked. And that'll leave the bases loaded once again with 1 out. Looks like Rice is coming out of the game. And it looks like Oswaldo Cabrera is going to be pinch running here for Ben Rice. So great job to Ben Rice. His night is done as Oswaldo Cabrera, or Oswald Peraza, should I say, will be pinch running here. And we got Cody Bellinger at the plate. It's strike 1 to Bellinger. So big bottom of the 7th inning here. Bases are loaded. And the 0-1. And that is in there for a hit. 1 run will score. It's a 7-3 game. Bellinger. And what a 7th inning it has been for the New York Yankees. It's a 7-3 game. The Yankees are taking over. Have taken over. Let's go. Yankees bats coming alive this inning, folks. It's a 7-3 game. Yankees are leading. And that brings up the Martian to the plate, who is 2 for 2 as he swings and misses. At the pitch, it's 0-1 to the Martian, Jason Dominguez. And the 0-1. It's 1-1 now to the Martian. Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now for the New York Yankees. As Peralta sets. And a 1-1. And Dominguez pops that to left field. It looks like Gonzalez makes the play. He throws home. As the runners will stay put. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Bases are still loaded. Anthony Volpe coming to the plate. So let's see what Anthony Volpe does. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. Yankees have a 4-run lead. They're leading this game 7-3. So 2-0 count here to Anthony Volpe with 2 outs, bases loaded. Yankees have a 7-3 lead. And a 2-0 3-0 now to Anthony Volpe. And Berger is warming up in the bullpen for the Padres. And the 3-0 is 3-1 now to Anthony Volpe. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. Yankees have a 7-3 lead as Peraza sets. And here's the 3-1. And there's it's off the glove, off the third baseman, and that'll score a run. It's an 8-3 game. And the Yankees keep pouring it on here as Machado could not come up with the ball there. Bases loaded once again here, folks. And the inning will keep going. It's an 8-3 game. That'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Well, they ruled that as an error. I would think that was an error, but I don't know. I don't know. Nowadays, you don't know how they're going to score it. But the inning is still alive. It's an 8-3 game. Austin Wells is at the plate. Peralta, pitch, 1-0. Looks like they scored that as a hit. Let me just jump a little bit ahead here. MLB TV just 1-1, 2-1 now to Austin Wells. And a 2-1. That is fouled. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. Yankees offense, 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 walks this inning. Wells is the 12th batter of this inning here, folks. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, 8-3 lead for the New York Yankees. And here's the pitch. It's a full count. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. That'll release the runners. So big pitch coming up here. And here's the payoff. And that ball is into right field. And it's a grand slam. The Yankees take a 12-3 lead. Let's go! A 2-out grand slam by Austin Wells. Oh, my God. Yankees blow it up in this inning. 12-3. Oh, my God. It's a 12-3 lead. A grand slam by Austin Wells, his first career grand slam. And the Yankees lead this game by 9 runs. It's a 12-3 lead. They are blowing up in this inning. They are on fire in this inning. The bats have woken up in this game. And now we have Oswald Cabrera here. Oh, baby, what a shot that was. It's 0-2 now to Oswaldo Cabrera. What a shot by Wells there, folks. And it's a grounder as Machado makes the play for out number 3. But the Yankees do damage. They're leading this game 12-3. We're going to the top of the 8th, folks. We're in a commercial break. Wow, what a freaking inning that was. Holy crap. Did anybody expect that? I didn't. Well, let's hope those burritos are doing something for him. Holy smokes, man. But what a freaking inning. Oh, my God. Yo, that was a crazy inning. Oh, man. Yankees are leading this game 12-3. They're up by 9 runs. And I swear to God, if they blow this, I'm never calling it another game this season. I'm not calling another freaking game. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. But we are in a commercial break. Top of the 8th here will be coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you all are loving this. Oh, my God. Hey, listen, I support Boone, but I'm also going to call him out. In case you haven't heard, I don't agree with all of his decisions there, Beagle. I just said it again. I don't agree with all of his decisions. I do find him questionable sometimes. So there. What a freaking inning that was. Oh, my God. I still can't believe it. That was crazy. Yeah, there are 2 more innings. You're right about that, Susan. Anything is possible, I guess. But let's hope the bullpen can come in and shut it down. But a 10-run 7th inning, that's just insane. Oh, man. And here we have Tyler Matzik on the mound for the New York Yankees. Pitches, he throws ball 1 to Jackson Merrill, who is 2 for 3 in today's game. And that pitch is fouled back. It's 1-1. And high fly ball to right field. Judge makes the play for out number 1. Merrill gave that one a ride. Hey, Rodney, I got a question for you. So 10 runs in the 7th inning. Oh, my God. That offense is blew up. And here we have Xander Bogaerts, who was 0 for 3 in today's game. He fouls the first pitch. How's George Jefferson doing, bro? And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Xander Bogaerts. 1 out here. The 1-2. And it is fouled. It's still a 1-2 count. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, I don't care if it's receding. I could care less. I'll rock the bald look. I'm not worried about the bald look. And still a 1-2 count as Bogaerts fouls that one. Yeah, it should be Max Fried pitching tomorrow. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And the pitch is 2-2 now. And here's the 2-2. And he swings and misses for the strikeout. So 2 outs here, top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Gavin Sheets. He's 2 for 2 in today's game. And it's an 0-2 count. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Max Fried versus Dylan Cease tomorrow. So 0-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. As Matzik sets the pitch, and it's a grounder hit to Volpe. He throws over to first for out number 3. We are going to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees have a 12-3 lead. Goldschmidt, Grisham, Peraza coming up to the plate. Let's friggin' go. $12-3. I thought this game would have been a lot closer just the way it was going, and the Yankees bats just blew up. How awesome would it be if they had more runs? So, but let's just hope should be able to hold on to this lead. Like I said, if they don't win, I'm gonna be so mad. Yo, Theo, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? I just read Ronnie's comment for his nickname for Stephen B. Oh, man. Yo, I probably would retire from content creating, dude. I'll probably just deactivate my account, and nobody will ever hear me again if the Yankees were to lose this game. I'd be like, you know what? I'm done. Strike zone is out. It's done. It's over. Your last final. You just finished your last final. Okay. Cool, man. Just finished my. Good for you, Theo. Do you go to? I assume you go to CU Boulder, right? Because you live in Boulder. I just want to make sure. How many more years of college do you have? Yeah, I could start my MMA channel. We could start talking fights. I'd be down to do that. I am a big MMA fan, so why not? How many more years of college there, Theo? And we got Goldschmidt leading things off here. So at least one you might have to see an extra year depending on how things go. Okay, there, Theo. What are you majoring in? Yeah, the Yankees scored 12. 10 of those runs came in the bottom of the seventh there, D's channel. Evolutionary biology. That is interesting. Ronnie's looking at apartments in Colorado Springs. Oh, man, that means he's going to be an hour and a half away from me if he comes out here. But we have one out here in the bottom of the eighth, and we have Trent Grisham. Chia! Ace is in the building. What up, bro? I know you're not calling the game today, but yo, are you watching this game at all? It's 0-1 to Trent Grisham as he hits a grounder. Arise steps on the bag for out number 2. Yeah, Ronnie is coming out here that weekend, bro. He's coming out here on that Saturday, 2 weeks. Well, it sucks to be them, Petruzzi. So 1-1 count to Peraza. And he pops that one up to center field, and Jackson Merrill will make the play for out number 3. And the top of the ninth is coming up. We're going to a commercial break. Whoa. Petruzzi, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, bro. I will take that wrench away, and I'm not even playing with you. Watch your mouth. You know what? This is going to play over and over again for you now.
Boo, you suck. Boo, you suck. Boo, you suck. Boo, you suck. Boo, you suck.
That's going to keep playing for you.
Boo, you suck. Boo, you suck.
And all I will say is you're lucky Ronnie don't live near you, because Ronnie would knock you out, bro. So would I, but Ronnie would do it first. He would, and I'm not playing. I would have crossed Ronnie if I were you there, buddy. Just throwing it out there. And Ronnie's not lying in his statement here, but anyway, let's keep it peaceful, shall we? And you're laughing, dude, but it's not a joke, man. Cats get way too comfortable. Just saying. Yeah, I know you're not far from him there, Stephen B. Well, the Guardians won. Cavs lost by 1. I'm sorry there, Frederick. At least one of your teams won. But yeah, I wouldn't Compton heading to Jacob's house. Oh, I don't think Jacob's ready for that, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, Jacob is not ready for that. Theo, that Knicks comeback was just ridiculous. I couldn't believe that, man. CT cards for backup. Oh, that should be interesting. Stephen B's going to be bringing like a bunch of cheesecakes. He's going to start attacking. He's going to start attacking Petruzzi with cheesecakes. It's going to have like different like pins and needles. But Pablo Reyes is taking over right field, folks. Yari De Los Santos, who was just recalled today, is taking over pitching duties. And Gonzalez hits that ball to right field, but it is foul. It is 0-1. Petruzzi, you're making some enemies there, buddy. You're making some enemies. Not good. Yeah, if Brad is joining, oh my God, that is that's gonna be a treat. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Yankees try to close this game out with a 12-3 lead. As Jose Iglesias is the last hope here for the San Diego Padres. So 1-0 count here to Yariel de los Santos or to Iglesias. Don't worry about it, Petruzzi. You ain't got to worry about the ticket prices there, dude. Yeah, go for it, Desiree. You want to ref the game or ref the fight? That's cool. I don't care. But looks like Iglesias reaches on a fielding error by Oswald Peraza. But we have 1 more out to go. Oh, no. I'm not gonna ref it. I'm not gonna ref that one. Nah. Desiree will be the guest referee for that. She could ref it. Rodney, yes, you would. There is no doubt. He apparently does not know the old school folks, man. And it's 1-1 here to Tatis Jr. Yariel de los Santos trying to close this game out. All right, now. Take it easy. And Iglesias will steal second base on a defensive indifference, so it's 2-1. All right, Petruzzi. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Here's the 2-1. And it's a grounder, hit to Volpe, and throws over to first. And that is the game. And the Yankees win 12-3. That game is over. What a game by the New York Yankees. What an explosion there in the bottom of the 7th. My God. And the Yankees will look to try and win the series tomorrow. Folks in the chat, let me know what you all think about tonight's game. How do you feel about tonight's game? How's it going, folks? How's it going? But the Yankees win. Let's not talk that stuff, please. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not go there. Come on. No. But Petruzzi, behave yourself. I'm just saying. But man, what a game. That was like their best game played in over several games. So what a game. They had a similar game like that against the Orioles last week. So let's see what they do tomorrow. This is an opportunity for the Yankees to win tomorrow's game, take the series. Max Fried will be on the mound for the Yankees. He'll be going up against Dylan Cease. Overall, I mean, just a quick recap of the game. Clark Schmidt came out, did his thing. He went 6 innings. I don't think any of us really expected that, but he pitched much better than many of us expected. It was a very close game. It was a pitcher's duel. Michael King, certainly pitched a good game. but the Yankees were able to attack the Padres bullpen, and it was just a 10-run seventh inning there by the New York Yankees. The bats just exploded. Most of those were runs, right? I mean, a lot of those were just runs on hits. And you had Austin Wells getting that grand slam. Got a little scary there, right, for Fernando Cruz when he came into the game, but still shut it down. And then, Tyler Matzik, came in, did his thing. Yuri De Los Santos, who just got called up from AAA, he did his thing. So congratulations. Good job to the New York Yankees tonight. Overall, great game. Good job to Clark Schmidt. That was his best outing thus far. Hopefully we could see more outings like that from him against a really good Padres team. So really good Padres team. Yankees bats came alive tonight after being dead for like the last few games. So they came alive tonight. They blew up tonight and did his thing. So, great job. Great job to the Yankees staff. But folks, thank you all for joining me on this awesome play-by-play. I will be back tomorrow for another play-by-play, maybe a pregame. I haven't done a pregame here in a few days, so maybe we'll do a pregame. We'll talk a little bit. We'll do a pregame and a play-by-play. So let's hope the Yankees can win tomorrow's game, take the series before they make their trip out west. Folks in the chat, thank you all for joining me. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. And share this channel out with all your friends. All right? Share this out with everybody. Let's continue growing this channel out. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right? It would mean a lot to me. So have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your evening. And as always, let's go Yankees, and we're out.